Hey foodies, welcome back to my channel. So today I'll be showing you how to make my moist jollof rice, which I think is my favorite kind of jollof. It is not so chewy. I do not have to pair with stew or any kind of sauce. Just make my jollof and jump right into it. So if this is your favorite kind of jollof, sit back and let's get the show started. And yes, it's the show because it's about to be an interesting video. So what do? First, you heat up your vegetable oil and then add your unsalted butter. Please unsalted, as you want to control the amount of salt in your food. And please completely melt your butter. Do not melt halfway. Completely melt it and then go in with your red onions. I love the red onions because I can taste it in my food. But if you don't like the taste of onions, you can go with the sweet or white onions. So once this is translucent, you go ahead and add your tomato paste, which I think is the secret to getting a moist jollof rice. So once you do that, you want to add your blended red bell peppers and then stir. Make sure everything is thoroughly combined. That's how you get a blend and a unified ingredient or taste in your food. Okay, so once that's done, then you go ahead and add your blended herbs. And here I have my basil, I have fresh thyme, I have sage. And you can swap if you do not have any of this, add the one that you best love. Alright? And then once you're stirring, I want you to let it cook for about, I say 12 to 15 minutes so the tomatoes can cook evenly and properly. And then you want to stir and make sure everything is well combined. That is the secret to getting a very tasty jollof. Make sure all your ingredients get married in the sauce. Alright, and then you add your bay leaves, your seasoning, your cayenne pepper. For this I added 1 tablespoon of each of them. I also added nutmeg, which I think is my secret ingredient for jollof rice. I love it so much. And then I went ahead to add smoked paprika, which I think is my superpower for jollof as well. It gives my jollof a smoky taste that everyone else loves. And of course, salt. You stir in all the ingredients into the sauce very well. Please stir in your ingredients very well. And then you add water to loosen up the thickness of the sauce, and this is what determines if your jollof comes out moist or dry. If you don't want it moist, please don't put so much tomato paste, and also you add more water depending on the rice you're cooking as well. And I tasted for the seasoning and salt, and I figured that I needed to add more seasoning, which I did add 1 teaspoon, and I stirred and added my parboiled rice. I just washed to remove the starch content. I did not cook the rice. Okay, please stir in your rice into your sauce thoroughly if you don't want the spices to taste only one part of your rice. Okay, stir in very well and then wrap with the foil and cook until the water dries out. And also keep an eye on your jollof. Please keep an eye on your jollof. Don't let it burn too much because you don't want it to be overly smoky. Now I opened up my jollof and I was in love, guys. I'm like, what magic did I just cook here? It looked amazing. Look at that smoke coming out of my jollof rice. As you can tell, I'm grinning from ear to ear now because this rice made me so happy. It came out really moist but not soggy. It is soft, it is beautiful. The smell it took over my apartment. Trust me, it was tasty as you can imagine. So guys, this is where you bring out your chicken, your fish, whatever you have to pair with this goodness. And I also added 1 tablespoon unsalted butter because I'm that extra. You don't need to add that. Alright, so if you really enjoyed watching this video, kindly subscribe and share, and I will see you next time. Until then, take care. I love you.